guys, welcome back to Revelation 11:27, where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Let's turn on this candle. I got a little story to tell you guys. You guys see this candle right here, right? Yesterday, I had someone over, a woman that I met here at the hotel. Her name was Karen. See how this candle's not even turning on? Karen portrayed something that she wasn't, right? And I actually liked Karen, you know? I genuinely, see how it's sizzling right now? My candles have never done that. Each time that I turn on a candle, it literally lights off to the end. This candle was sizzling so much when Karen entered the room. And why did I invite Karen over? Because I had a gift for her, right? She had given me like bags of food before she left the hotel, and I was grateful. So I gifted her one of my little seashells. And the candle, even Karen was shook. The candle turned off. And my candles never turn off, but that is protection, right? That is a sign of what Karen's energy was like. So, let's just see what the energy is, right? And Karen knows she was wrong, right? Karen knew she judged me wrong. Just by her words. And after she knew how wrong she judged me, that's when she, was extra nice. Brought me food, offered me things, this and that. That's how people act when they know they're in the wrong. And she knows that she's in the wrong, right? Because she just judged me just by, the way that I look, like a lot of people do, which I really don't care. She judged me based on her passed down religious beliefs. But now she knows the true power of God, right? Now she knows how powerful God is. And now she knows that really she was never connected to God. Confirmation. My candles have never done that, and it was doing that yesterday while Karen was sitting next to it. Spirit, what do we gotta see? What do we gotta know? Yeah. Someone is being called to be truthful. Someone is being called to say the truth. And why? Because they are having sleepless nights, right? They're being tormented by negativity, by all of the evil things that they've done. Do you guys hear that? Yeah. They're being called to tell the truth about money that they've stolen from people. But an organized crime that they plan. Karen even tried to set me up at the hotel too with her little friend, Roxanne. I don't even know if that's even their real names, but let's just call them by what they told me to call them, On the good note, their plot, of course, did not work again. My candle just turned off, and I'm not going to turn it on again. It was a sign. Their plan did not work. Roxanne ended up being kicked out of the hotel for trespassing. I had seen Roxanne outside sweating. She did not have a room, and I had spent the whole day with her. at the pool, chilling. You know, I bonded with her. I even felt so much love from her. We spoke about my childhood. So much love from her, more than my mother has ever shown me. I cried in front of Roxanne because a memory of my childhood where my mother did not let me be my true authentic self came up in the head. But look, it's time to tell the truth, right? It's time to be analytical about the situation and understand how these people that portray themselves to be religious, that portray themselves to be a God believer or a Christian, are nothing but criminals. And they know they're criminals when they're the ones in their bed like this, not being able to sleep, tormented by all of the negativity, tormented by all the evil things that they've done, right? Because come on. Yes, even though my family, my mother, my stepfather were spying on me, had planned my murder, how I recorded on this video, these people from the hotel that I met were the ones providing income for them to be able to do all of these things to me. But look, like a true chosen one, nothing harmful that is ever sent my way will ever touch me. Instead, it will just backfire. Almost instantaneously, you know? Especially to me. I don't do shit to anyone. Yikes. Don't play with fire because you will get burned, you know? What else do we gotta know about this energy here, Spirit? Temperance. That is the protection that God gives me to remain focused on my spirituality, on my music, on my art. Not everyone has that. Because look at Karen, look at Roxanne, look at my mother, look at my stepfather, look at my whole family, worried because they know the truth about all of the money that they've been hiding from me, about all of the money that they've stolen from me, right? Is here. Knock, knock. Yeah, it's a time of celebration. Finally, these people are going to get what they deserve. Right? Exposed by the heat of the sun. These people wanted to demonize me so much. Like, he can't be a chosen one. He can't be a God person. Look, he does tarot. He does this. These people don't know what they're talking about, which is why now they believe me. And in person, right? They were able to see the magic of God moving through this hotel in person. And they can't deny that. And the death card is here. Yeah, death card to end all of this chaos and drama that I never even asked for. Like, these people knew who I was before I even came to the hotel. I've never even seen them before. And the death is here because if there is no death, if there is no stop to these people are just going to keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. But no, I got the biggest wand on the tarot deck, the Ace of Wands. I have the control. I have the power to stop all of this illegal activity that you guys have done. to stop all of this organized crime, to stop all of this bullying, harassment, spying, stalking that I never asked for, nor did I do anything to deserve that. What else we got on no spirit? This was like the end, of course, because how is my mother, which has no money, or my stepfather, because they live in lack of money, lack of happiness, lack of love, lack of everything, right? How are they providing for this? How are they providing for the rituals? How are they providing for, everyone that had a part in this? It had to come from people who had money, right? Right, Karen? And right, Roxanne? Even though they both said that they didn't know each other, but they do. Come on. Yeah, these people are bullies. Portraying this sweet persona in front of my face. But yet these people were involved, deeply involved in all of this harassment and all of this discrimination. Karen even told me to apply for food stamps and to mail the food stamp card to her home address. Karen. So brave to say that through text. Yeah, and what did they want to do? They wanted to rob me. Open your eyes, people. These people that are claiming they're Catholic, that they're Christian, that is a front to hide the criminals that they are. And now they want to come back, apologize. That's what Karen was doing. Karen texted me back and she's like, Ray, I would never get your card. Ray, please don't. As in, because I told her I was never going to speak to her again. They want to say all these things, but don't know where to start. So start saying, I am sorry for judging you. I am sorry for causing all of this drama and chaos that you never deserved. I'm sorry for telling these lies about your character, Ray. It's up to you. Either way, the truth is here. And everyone involved, just how I prophesized, will get what they deserve with the legal system. These people had workers in the legal system. They had a part in me being falsely Baker acted as well. That didn't work. Guys, when I tell you I've literally overcome everything. Organized crime. These people had the corrupt police officers involved, right? Trying to tamper with fake evidence. But there's also evidence of their involvement in all of this, right? They not only planned my murder plot, but they just tried it again 2 days ago. And it did not work. Yikes. Look, they all thought it was a game. They all thought wrong. Because come on, look at me. And I don't like to say that, but I have to say that because these people really judged me wrong. I don't use my looks to fuck anyone. I've never prostituted in my life. Anyone that I've ever hooked up with is because I've wanted to hook up with, and I haven't. And I don't even have to say this, but come on, I've been celibate for a few months now. Saving it for the right person. Look, guys, let's just end the reading here. Never judge anyone. If you think you're connected to God, think twice. Because truly, the only way to connect with God, and I've said this before, is through meditation. And that's why everyone says that that is not true. Who says that? The people that don't meditate. If you speak to spiritualists, real, true spiritualists, not these spiritualists that want to play in lower vibrational spiritual practices, aka witchcraft and black magic, right? Because they don't meditate either. And like I said before, all that is only in the 3D, right? A real spiritualist, like me, takes time to do the work. For the last 2 or 3 years, I've been in isolation with nature, connecting with the birds and the dragonflies and the crows and the trees and the grass and the dirt, and everyone just thought I was there. Yeah, I know I was there, but I was learning, I was growing. And unlike them, I don't change anyone's free will. That's what black magic does, right? In the 3D. If I'm going to connect to someone, it's not going to, it has to be through the spirit. These people don't have the spiritual ranking or the spiritual knowledge to see someone's spirit, someone's soul, and connect through that. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. See you guys next time.